Today, I'm harvesting my very first tray of radish microgreens, and the results were honestly better than I expected. From just one 10 by 20 tray grown right here in my apartment, I harvested a total of 299 grams. That's nearly 300 grams of super fresh, homegrown nutrition. Welcome to the Farmer's Mindset podcast, brought to you by Kadabe Time, where we grow food, ideas, and opportunities no matter where we live. In this episode, I'll walk you through how I harvested my first tray, how much I got, how I'm storing and using it, and most importantly, why radish microgreens are a must-have for your health. Let's start with the setup. I placed my tray in Blackout for 3 days to allow the seeds to germinate in darkness. That mimics the natural underground environment. I also applied some weight on top, just a small dumbbell, to encourage stronger stems. After 3 days, I moved the tray under LED grow lights. It stayed there for another 7 days. And by day 10, the greens were lush, tall, and ready to harvest. If you want to see how I grew these step by step, make sure to check out my video on how to grow radish microgreens at home. The link is in the description below. Now, let's talk about harvesting. I used a sharp utility knife and cut just above the soil line. And remember, you want to avoid getting any soil on the greens, especially if you are eating them fresh. Once done, I placed the harvest on my digital scale. And as I was harvesting, I felt so happy. The numbers just kept going up and up. Seeing the weight increase in real time made the whole process even more exciting. And now, we got 299 grams of fresh radish microgreens in just 10 days. I separated 50 grams for immediate use. That went into today's sandwich wrap, and the rest was sealed and stored in the fridge. The roots and soil cannot be reused, but they are perfect for compost. Even in an apartment, you can keep your growing cycle sustainable. Now, let's talk about why radish microgreens are so powerful. These tiny greens are loaded with nutrients. They are rich in vitamin C and E, packed with antioxidants, and contain compounds that fight inflammation, boost your immune system, and support digestion and detoxification. They also add a spicy, peppery flavor that makes any meal exciting. Today, I added mine to a sandwich wrap, but you can toss them on salad, use them in smoothies, or even top off a hot bowl of soup. After this first harvest, I'm seriously considering growing microgreens commercially right here from my apartment. Thanks for watching this episode of the Farmer's Mindset podcast, brought to you by Kadabe Time. If you are excited about growing your own food, whether for personal use or small business, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to check out my growing tutorial, which is linked below. Got questions or something you would like me to cover next? Drop a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care.